Hello, and welcome to the 2018 Fireside Dram Advent Calendar. I'm your host, JT, and this is Shoggoth. Shoggoth is going to be drinking with me this year. She's not really going to be drinking with me this year. It would be a very bad thing to give that much alcohol to a dog. Any alcohol, really. So at this point, I would like to call up my co-host, who has just been moving the camera. It is, you know her, you love her. It's Bethan! You should,
I'm
can't
off
see
camera
you.
at the moment. I know, but there's Doggo.
Shoggoth.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby. There we go. You can sit between us. There we go.
There we
Hi. Hi. She's so confused. She's
Yeah.
like, what are we doing? Oof. You're in my spot.
Lay down.
Lay down. This is why they say never work with children or live animals.
Yep.
There you go. Almost there. Yep.
All right, down.
All right, lay down. Come on. Either you're going to have to lay down or I'm going to have to get you a chewy.
Lay down.
There we go. We're getting there.
Close
Woo!
enough.
All right.
All right, so 2019 Drinks by the Dram Advent Calendar. This year we are doing, what's it take? What's it take?
The Rum Advent Calendar.
We're doing rum.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Where's all the rum gone?
It's not. It's all in here.
It's all here.
The rum is all in here.
She's very curious. What is this? I can ask? Wait, I know. There's too many people in here.
There we go.
Good girl.
And I'm down.
And
All right. And then we have box window number 1. Now, I did not this year look up which rums are in here. And rums are only a new passing fancy of mine. So this is going to be very, very interesting. So, what are we starting with?
Wait, yeah, I'm trying to get the dog to lay down. El Dorado Rum, 21-year-old special reserve.
Ooh. Now, traditionally, rum would be in a noggin, which is a wooden vessel with a small handle. I'm waiting on a noggin to be made.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Do you have somebody making it?
Uh-huh.
Was that supposed to be a surprise?
No.
Oh, okay. Why is this the first that I'm hearing of it?
You weren't there when I made the call.
Correct.
Yeah, you weren't there when I made the call.
I'm often not there when you make the call.
All right. So,
Should be good, yeah.
rum. Just some background for those who don't know. Rum is actually a byproduct, initially, of sugar making. What they would do is after they cut the fields, after they burn the fields, they take the sugar cane and they press it, and that juice that they're pressing out of it is what becomes sugar. And then they take what's left after that, all the pressed stalks and whatnot, and they would ferment it. There's still sugars in there, they just can't get them all out. So that fermented sugarcane dross, if you will, is what eventually became rum. You would take you would make a beer basically out of it, and then you would take that beer and distill it and then age it. So this one is the El Dorado Demerara, which is the style of rum that I don't know much about, but I might actually go looking about it. And this is, of course, a 21-year-old special reserve. So this rum is old enough to drink itself.
It smells amazing.
Well, yes. So rums are going to be, they come in 2 major varieties, well, 3, I guess. Unaged, which are the clearer rums, which is basically just one step below vodka as far as their flavor profile. And then aged rums, which are going to have a lot of similar character notes to American whiskeys. Rums mostly originating in places where sugarcane is grown, the Caribbean, South America, that kind of stuff. Particularly the aged ones will get closer and closer to like American bourbon as far as their flavor profile, because they pull up a lot from the barrels. And then of course you have spiced rums, which combined the spices of the areas that they were being picked up or being made, because those are the flavor profiles that they were used to. So you could take a rum that aged, maybe not so great, and you would put some spices in it. It also gave you all of the nutritional benefits of those spices, and there's a lot of evidence that just a little bit of a particular spice, even in a dish, changes the nutritional profile, because that chemical that makes the spice also does something to the food. So with that, we're going to taste our first one. We're using the Quake because, like I said, I don't have a noggin at the moment, but hopefully that'll fix itself soon. Oh, that is a lovely rum. I don't know that I've ever had a 21-year-old rum. Most rums on the market. Hey,
how long do they generally tend to age them for?
Most rums on the market aren't aged more than 5 years, because there's not currently as much of a. I don't know if that's on screen, but
well, her head's off screen.
But that's where the doggo sits most days. She can see the door from here. So this one, there's definitely raisin in it, which is something you would expect.
I don't know that I've spent a lot of time drinking just rum, because I think all the rums that I tend to mix with other things.
Well, and that's if you taste that, but think cola and see what comes through your mind.
Even with it still just being on my palate, yes, it's definitely a very like caramely. Why? This is always how we do it. I face the camera when I need to.
Yes, but now I'm sitting considerably behind you instead of next to you.
Next to me?
Yes.
Cheat out is what he's saying.
Cheat out. Cheat out.
Cheat out to the theater kid.
To the audience.
And now I've lost my train of thought. So yeah.
Cola. Think cola.
It does taste very caramelly.
Yeah.
Even just the smell.
It's just the wind. Oh no, it's our neighbor. Hopefully. So, thoughts on...
It's... I don't know why, but I'm surprised with how much complex...
We never said it. This one
flavors.
Is 43% by volume.
No, baby girl. It's okay.
It's
Come
all
here.
right. It's all right.
Come here. Come lay down. Come on. No, come on. Shagas, come here. Come on. Come on. Girl. Okay, almost there.
There you go.
There you go.
Good
lay down.
girl.
Lay down.
So this year we have our new assistant. She will likely be in most of the videos, until she gets tired of sitting on the couch.
We're having a treat. She can have a treat.
Yes. So, for those of you who are new to the series, this is Fireside Dram. We do this, we've done this now every year, but this is our third year of doing this, where we get an advent calendar from Drinks by the Dram. This one, like I said, is rum. And we will go through this once a day for the next 24 days. We usually do 2 episodes or a double episode on Tuesday because we're closed on Mondays. Although that may change this year since we live relatively close to the store. And we now both have Mondays off. So we don't know. We'll figure that out. Some of these will be probably with our friends Jack and Linnea out at Hooks and Chains. And we always welcome guests. We usually will do these first thing in the morning. It takes me a while to process the videos, and I want to get them out today. So, yeah, I might tickle in the back of my throat. So, if you would like
have some rum!
Right? So, if you'd like to participate in our Fireside Dram with JT, you are welcome to come on out with us. Send me a message, let me know when you want to participate, and I can try to hold the filming until you can get out here. Of course, weekdays are the days that I don't have a lot of people. Because on weekends I have Beth Ann or I have Jack, and other people can stop by.
Well, starting the 18th.
And then starting the 18th, no, the
20th. 20th.
Starting the 20th, basically the store will be closed because we will be out at Winterfest OC for 18 days. So from the 20th to the 6th, we're going to be out at Winterfest OC. So if you want to see us then, you'll have to come out there. We'll probably do those directly from the show. Probably via Facebook Live rather than video editing because I won't have a computer to edit with. So with that, this is our first one. I rather enjoy this. I would say this is probably a 9.5 out of 10. Honestly, for me, it's very smooth. Yeah.
That, and with the first one, you're just starting that high.
Well, they preload it on purpose with a really good one.
Yeah.
To
keep you coming back for more.
Yeah, but that has the feeling of a spiced rum without being a spiced rum.
Yeah.
So I really like this one. I don't know where I'm going to find El Dorado Demerara rum, but I might actually go looking for it. That is something I could drink without a mixer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I'm going to be very interested to kind of see, as we go through the box, kind of the different flavor profiles that may be in these different bottles. Because I've done a lot of whiskey tasting, like prior to doing the Advent calendars. But rum, like I said, I think a majority of the rums that I've ever drank were as mixers. So they weren't, it was just like a nice sort of side flavor to what I was drinking versus this being oh yeah, no, that's just a really nice alcohol.
All right. And with that, we are going to sign off. We are here today, which you probably won't see this until later this afternoon, so saying that doesn't mean much. But if you're, we of course, though we do all of these other things for you, we still sell kilts, and we would love to put you or your loved ones into a kilt. So, ciao. Go hit the button.
Oh.
Go hit it.
I'm not going to hit it. I'm going to touch it nicely.